Okay, we're going to start writing our code now. And the first thing we're going to do is code and output the LED. And so what we're going to do is we're going to write some code that will make the LED blink 2 times. And so how we're going to start is with some pseudocode. And so to do a single line comment, I'm going to hit 2 backslashes, and then I'm going to say what I want to do. I want the LED to start off. And so I'm going to say that the LED is off. Next thing I want to do is I want to put in some time for it to be off, and so the LED is off for 1 second. And so I'm going to say pause for 1 second. The next thing we're going to do is turn the LED on, and so I'm going to say LED is on, and I'm going to leave it on for 1 second, so I'll say pause for 1 second, and then we're basically have the exact same thing over again. And so I'm just going to copy this all and paste it, and then we can go ahead and start writing our code. And so in front of my single line comment, I can start with a code, and one thing you want to do is make sure you go under platform type and you're in natural language. When we're in natural language, we can use the commands that come with the VEX equipment. And so one of the commands is turn LED off. Then you're going to put an open parenthesis, and then you're going to type in whatever you named that LED. In this case, we named it green. And so in your motor and sensor setup, and so if I go to that really quickly, you can click your motors, and again it's under digital sensors, digital 12. We named the LED green, and so whatever name you named it, that's what you type in inside of the parentheses. And so after we get that done, we can come down to our next line, and we'll say we want it to wait, and we're going to say 1. Then we want to turn the LED on. What LED is it? It's named green. Then we want to again wait. So if I look at my pseudocode, I want to wait 1. I want to turn LED off. What LED is it? It's the green one. You'll notice that I'm putting a semicolon at the end of each line. What that tells the program to do is to go down and read the next line, and so it's telling it the code to read the next line. So that's why we put that semicolon. Turn LED on, green. We'll say wait 1, and then let's end with it turning off. And so I'll just say LED is off. Alright, one thing that is really important to do when you're creating code is to make things line up. And so I'm going to go ahead and move my pseudocode out over here so it doesn't distract me. So I'm just tabbing that pseudocode over. so I can see what's happening in my program. Alright, I'm going to try it. I'm going to hit compile program. It's giving me these yellow X's because it's figured out what I'm trying to do, but I didn't type it in exactly correct. So I'll say download a robot, and it should still work. Go ahead and hit start, and your LED should go on and off. So if that worked, you've programmed it correctly. The problem with this is I did not capitalize LED, and so it should be capitalized. So sometimes you'll get those yellow boxes if you're not careful about how you do things. So we can see if this fixes that problem, if that bothers you. Compile program. This one has a capital T, that's what's wrong with it. Compile it again. All the problems are gone. Download it to the robot. And you can see that right there. Another way over here under natural language, you can see some of the commands. Start motor, so if you're starting a motor, you can do that there. Stopping a motor, and you can actually just click those to input directly into Robot C. So when you're done with that, go ahead and complete the task that's assigned for you to do on your own.